Are home prices still going up in 2022? Can they go up much higher? Hi, I'm Jen Wehner, team leader of the Wehner Group, brokered by eXp Realty, and here's your Phoenix housing market update. Now for buyers, the definition of luxury is rapidly changing in this uncertain market. As prices continue to rise, we're seeing an expanding need for luxury inventory. The luxury market is typically anything over $1 million. Prior to 2020, you could expect that at this price point, there would be less competition and buyers could get a lot of house for the money. Now, due to lack of inventory in this specific segment, we are seeing buyers having to go way over asking price to get that luxury home. We are seeing 31% of these sales going over asking, with many buyers needing to offer $50,000 or more just to get the home. The same can still be said for other lower price points. It's still very competitive, but there are other creative ways you can structure your offer to be competitive so you don't have to put $100,000 over asking the way you might have to do on a luxury home. Now, all the while, the median sales price in Phoenix rose from $325,000 in January 2021 to $404,300 by October 2021, a 24.4% increase. Even if prices start to decline, which we have no evidence for in the near future, we still are going to have buyers in waiting. These are buyers who are not able to purchase during the frenzied market who chose to wait to buy. That means even if we started to see market conditions radically changing, demand would still be there, keeping us from a crash. Keep in mind that for every 1% interest rates go up, you can expect a buyer to lose about 10% of their buying power. We are expecting to see at least one interest rate hike, if not more, this year in 2022. Now for sellers, the median sales price went up another 2.4% over the past month, which is impressive considering the average mortgage rate increased from 3.11% in December to 3.55% by the end of January, according to Freddie Mac. Buyers who have been waiting for prices to stop accelerating, possibly even flatten out or decline, have been disappointed for at least 18 months in a row, as home values appear to defy affordability in the limits of the population. Now, despite prices continuing to rise, there is still an expectation that rising interest rates will eventually influence demand and thus prices sometime this year. Frankly, that's not an unreasonable expectation under normal circumstances. However, the housing market is far from normal right now. Over the course of 30 days, demand has gone from 23% above normal to 19% above normal. So there has been some shifting in demand that can be attributed to mortgage rates and their effect on affordability. But demand is still very high, and supply moved from 73% below normal to 75% below normal during the same time. This drop in supply mitigated any relief that drop in demand would have had on rising prices. When the total number of homes in an area is insufficient for the number of people living there, the interest rate has less impact on rising home values. There are fewer homes for sellers to move to, so they choose not to place their home on the market at all. Even if demand falls due to mortgage rate increases, if it remains above normal while supply remains below normal, then property values will continue to rise. Unless the supply of MLS homes for sale achieves a range of 16,000 to 24,000 listings, prices will continue to rise before demand drops low enough to stop them. My advice to you is to consider the consistent market trends we've been observing for the last year and a half. Now, it's not that you can't wait out the market. You're just going to run the risk of not owning a home for several years. And there's a high possibility of being completely priced out, all while not building up equity and paying more every month for rising rents. And sellers, it's important to understand the conditions your buyers are up against, because whether or not you need to buy after you sell, it helps you achieve your goals to find the perfect buyer. As always, thank you for watching. If you're looking to buy or sell, or simply have questions about the market, please feel free to reach out to us by clicking the link in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.